I'm freezing in place. Don't explain because...
Hey guys, Scarecrow Tactical here, and I'm finally getting around to doing the review of the Echo1-USA Troy MRF-S. I love this gun personally. I've used it so much and it hasn't broken down on me once. So if you hang with me, let's bounce in. Alright, so first let's go over, what it came with when I bought it. I bought the gun just over a year ago for, I wanted a new gun, why not? And when I opened the box, I was extremely happy with what I got. It came with one 9.6 1500 milliamp battery, which has since kind of broken. I need to fix it. Not too much work. I've used it a lot, which was amazing. You don't get a lot of times. Just get a cheap, 8.4 volt battery. It came with one high capacity magazine. I really liked it. It came with a vertical grip and these awesome Milsim Troy folding battle sights, backup sights. So I was extremely happy. Over the times I've used it, I added a suppressor to make it look cool. Plus, I'm planning on adding a longer barrel into it just for kicks and accuracy and stuff. So yeah, I really like it. What can I say? Now let's go over some specifications of what it was like out of the box. When I purchased it, I brought it out of the box, immediately charged up the battery, and went shooting with it. I didn't go to my first game for a while after that because I lived in the city at that time, and it was kind of hard to find a game. But so when I purchased it, I charged up the battery, and I loved it. This thing is loud as hell. I mean, it sounds awesome. The rate of fire is 18.4-ish rounds a second with the battery that it came with, which is amazing for a stock gun. The FPS when I took it to the first game was shooting at 360 to 370, which is perfect for a field, which is really all we have out here in North Carolina. We have like one or two maybe indoor fields that are like 120 miles away, so I don't go indoor. I loved it. It made a weird sound when I bought it, and it was like a springy teen noise inside, and it had like I think an air seal problem, but I got that fixed, and I'll go into that later. It shot really hard. Got my brother to put on a mask and shoot him. Safety and all, but it shot outstanding. It shot great. I loved the thing, and I still love it. And as far as reliability goes, I haven't had it break down once, ever. And I've used it multiple games at my local field out here in Burlington, and I love it. So like I said before, when I purchased the gun, it had some sort of issue in the internals where it would always make the BBs curve up. Even if I adjusted the hop up, it wouldn't make a change. So about a month ago, Echo1-USA had a promotional little deal thing where if you paid for shipping, they'd have Brian at Echo1 work on it, and he'd go in, fix all the broken internals and tune it up a little bit. So my thought was, wow, I should take advantage of this. I really need to fix my gun, so what better way to do it than for near free? So I boxed my gun up and shipped it out to California. And when I got it back about 2 weeks or 2 or 3 weeks later, I was ecstatic. I loved it. What they did with it was perfect. They replaced all the broken internals and enhanced the gearbox, and even threw in a few little goodies. When I opened the box up, not only did they fix all the problems, they gave me a PVC Echo1-USA patch, which I love patches. I think they're a lot of fun. A new vertical grip for the one that was falling off on it. And a really, really awesome M4, M16 carry handle sight. So I was very, very pleased. And So when I tested out right after getting it, it worked perfectly, and there was nothing wrong with it. So the next thing I'm going to do is I think I'm going to show you a little test of shooting accuracy and such. So yeah, awesome. I'll see you then. Alright, so before I jump right into the shooting test, I wanted to say, a little public service announcement for safety. Many of you have probably noticed that I don't have the orange flash hider on it anymore. I put in a nice little suppressor on it. So it does not have an orange tip. If you live in a more city area than I live out in the country, it's very important. It's still important for me. So what I did is I make sure all my neighbors, all of the people who live on the land next to me, know that I use airsoft guns and that this is not a real AR, because there's virtually nothing making this stand out from a normal AR than an airsoft gun. And I don't know about y'all, but I like having all my body parts working and functioning without bullets and lead in them. That's just me. So whenever you're shooting, make sure people know. If it's not allowed in your neighborhood, don't do it. Make sure everyone knows that you're not shooting a real gun if you live in a more city area. So yeah, just be extremely careful. And also remember that removing the orange voids the warranty. So, awesome. Now, a little fact about the shooting test right before I do it is I'm using .25 BBs by Elite Force. I love Elite Force, and .25s work best for my guns. All of my guns are shooting around 380 to 410, and that's where I like to use them. Plus, it can't really quite afford a .28 because, BBs get more expensive. At least I'm not shooting 5.56 or 2.23, 50 cents a round. So everything I'm using is a .25. Thank you. Alright guys, so this next test is, I don't know if you can see it, well you can, but it's a little tin cooking Tupperware thing at down by my fire pit at about 150 feet. So first I'm going to go semi-auto for like 20 rounds or so, and then I'm going to go full. So we'll see how accurate this is. This is using my 9.6 1600 milliamp battery. Alright. Alright, so as you can see with this little test here, I could only really get one shot onto it right around there. But this is going for more of a headshot at 200 meters with an unupgraded M4. That's pretty low chance. Alright, so this next target is a more man-sized target. It's leaning up against my tree, one of the trees in my yard, near my forest, and it's a good 200, maybe 150, 200 feet out. So, alright. Again, semi-auto first. Oh, that would be my friend shooting. Semi-auto first, and then some full auto. It went very well. Let me grab. Overall, a lot of bullets went into the target. I don't know if you can see them all, but out of I did 20 shots in semi-auto, 16 of them hit, and that's pretty good. Alright, so now for a post-briefing or a debrief or a wrap-up of this video. In the beginning I noted that it was very cost-effective. The FPS is perfect for my level at field at 360 to 370 FPS on average. The rate of fire is just right, so you're not running through BBs. During the accuracy test, we found that it was very accurate at around 200 feet or so at hitting a man-sized target, and semi-accurate, not super accurate at 200 feet shooting for a head-sized target. This is a very high-quality gun. I'd recommend it to anyone jumping into Airsoft. Anyone who's looking for a gun that's on the cheaper side, but does not sacrifice any internals or externals. I'd like to thank Echo1-USA for building such a nice gun, and Echo1-USA for allowing me to send in my gun for them to tune up and fix for next to nothing. I love this gun, and if you have any other questions, leave it in the comment section. Do what you will. So yeah, I love this gun. In the coming months or so, I'll see if I can get out to an Airsoft game. I'm really busy in the next couple months with search and rescue. I'm getting my SARTEC 2 evaluated, so that's fun. So yeah, I'll see y'all next time.